Hey guys, good morning. This is Brantley here with 30 Minute Fisherman. Just wanted to give a little quick tip this morning. Guys, right now, a lot of times of the year, but especially right now, we're transitioning from summer into fall patterns, that summer to fall transition. And fall can be a tremendous time to bass fish. These fish move to the back of the creek, start, schooling up or start feeding up before the real cold winter sets in. And guys, again, like I always say, I'm here in South Carolina. I'm here in the South. And some of you guys may be other places. But the quick tip I wanted to give y'all this morning was things that I've started noticing around here and things that I look for. Yeah, we can all look at the weather forecast. A lot of times people look at the Farmer's Almanac, and a lot of times it talks about, if we're going to have an early winter, an early spring, and all these kind of things. But there's little things that we can look at, okay, that sometimes a lot of people just overlook, and it's human nature, but, sometimes there's little things that we overlook that's happening right in front of us, and we just don't pay no attention to. So one way to tell that the winter's coming quicker, or we're going into the fall a little bit sooner than usual, maybe, because again, I'm here in South Carolina, so a lot of times it stays warm all the way up through September. It really doesn't start getting fall to maybe October, and in some years, as soon as you hit September, it's already starting to cool off, or say, before the end of April. I mean, not the end of April, the end of August. But what I want to talk with y'all about was, just like I'm saying, there's little clues, there's little signs that God gives us, that nature gives us. Always remember, this is the day the Lord has made, so make the most of it. But like I said, there's little signs that nature gives us, or as I like to say again, God. I've noticed over the past couple of weeks ants foraging more, and that makes me like, what, ants? But yeah, there's a reason all of a sudden around my house, other places I've seen that, I've seen more ants out, running through the grass, going all over the place foraging. There's a reason why. They know way before us, even that little teeny ant, believe it or not, all of a sudden, and I don't know if this is occurring everywhere, but it's happening here, these ants are everywhere eating. Well, there's a reason why. The ants are here all the time, but there's a reason why all of a sudden they're all out over the grass and crawling all over the driveway and stuff like that. They're looking for food because they're storing it up because they know it's about to get cold. I've also noticed on some of the trees, not all of them, leaves are starting to fall a little bit earlier than usual. Leaves are already starting to fall off the trees. Now, I haven't noticed a drastic temperature change until this morning. It's a lot cooler than it has been. So that's another sign. I've also noticed deer moving around more. Another thing you can look at is the birds. Again, especially here in South Carolina, whenever I see big flocks of blackbirds come through, I know it's about to get cold. I mean, I don't have to watch the weather. I don't have to do. I know when I see you'll hear them, chirping or calling or however you want to say it. They make a lot of noise, the blackbirds, but they'll just fill the trees up. There'll be huge flocks of them, maybe hundreds, thousands sometimes that come through. And trust me, guys, right after they come through, it gets bitterly cold. Okay? So, but I'm just saying, these are all little things that we need to look for, because also the good thing is for us as fishermen, when I see all these signs, that lets me know that these fish are about to put the feed bag on. They're about to start feeding up for winter, because they do the same thing, because they don't necessarily eat quite as much in winter, or their metabolism slows down. Okay, all these things are happening. So they move back shallow. They'll come up shallow to feed. They move to the backs of these creeks. And again, I'm talking about the bass. But, that's why as fishermen, we need to pay close attention to these things. Now, the flip side of that is, again, now we're talking about the transition from summer into fall. Now when we transition from winter into spring, there's other things we can look at. Again, an old rule of thumb I used to hear old fishermen say years ago when I was a kid. Whenever the dogwood trees start blooming, time to go bass fishing. And sometimes that's not 100%, but it's pretty close. I've seen years where when the dogwoods start blooming, I would start catching pre-spawners. Seen other times when the dogwood was blooming, I'd catch that first wave of spawners. And believe me, in the spring, those first fish that spawn, those pre-spawn fish are the first ones that go into bed. They're always the biggest ones. For whatever reason, that first wave, as we call it, of spawners, that's your big ones, guys. That's the time you're probably going to catch that personal best, or maybe, if not a personal best, close to your personal best, but you can catch big fish, and a lot of times you can catch numbers of big fish. But anyway, guys, this is just a quick tip. Like I said, pay attention to your surroundings, pay attention to nature, and all these things going on. Another thing in the spring to look for is not only the dogwood trees, but if you have cherry trees. When those cherry trees start blossoming, I found that to be a good time too. But anyway, guys, this is Brantley with 30-Minute Fisherman. Like I said, get out here and enjoy the great outdoors that the Lord has given us, and get in on some of this fall fishing, which is about to occur. It's like I said, it's gonna be good, guys. It's gonna be real good. So, again, this is Brantley, 30-Minute Fisherman. Hit that like button down at the bottom. Give me the old thumbs up. And guys, if there's anything that y'all want me to talk about or want to see me do, leave me a comment down in the comment section. I literally read all the comments, and I think I'm pretty good at replying to everybody, and I try to, so do that. And again, here pretty soon I'm gonna have the giveaway. I know a bunch of you guys keep asking. It's coming, guys, I promise. So that's about it. So again, this is Brantley with 30-Minute Fisherman. Like I said, again, get out here and enjoy the great outdoors that the Lord has given us. Hit that like button down at the bottom. If you're not a subscriber, please go ahead and subscribe. And God bless, tight lines, and I'm out, guys.